excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the one.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Now here's LeBron. Love outside. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Love. Beyond the arc. And Roberson pulls it down.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Love. Fades away. That is good.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Here's Roberson, running by Shumpert. Westbrook with a wide open look. And it's Westbrook again missing. And here are the Cavaliers. Outside Irving. Dishes it to Love. LeBron against Ibaka. And the shot is good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. I'd send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's LeBron. The shot no good. Great D that time from Durant. Up the floor. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Irving passes to LeBron. To the paint. Mozgov's shot is off. The Thunder with the lead. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Screen by Ibaka. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second play.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. He was around 28 points per clip last year, 8 assists and 7 rebounds. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
Well, he's sneaky. I mean, you don't think he's watching you, and then all of a sudden, he's got the ball heading the other way.
Now, here's Westbrook following the miss by Kevin Love. Ibaka outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ibaka's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. James outside. Irving sets a screen for LeBron. He kicks it to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Off on the layup.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and the layup is good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan, to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
The Thunder leading by 4. Screen by Ibaka. Durant in the corner with the shot. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Shumpert. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Utah. Robertson dishes to Westbrook. That one goes. Count it. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Mozgov, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
On the wing, Irving. Back to James. Great D that time from Durant. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against Dallas. Here's Robertson. Westbrook, a screen on Shumpert. Robertson, the pass to Westbrook. Clock at 6. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson's checked in. Westbrook, no good.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
James kicks to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Kanter against LeBron. James with another miss.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Screen by Ibaka. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Westbrook again missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. LeBron is screen on Westbrook. Irving dishes to James. Takes it from 10. Love wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 6 points for Love.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Catching up on the changes from Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now, here's Kanter. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
As Greg was talking about, Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Now here is Augustine. Collison with the screen for Augustine. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
It's Verishal, high post. He's against Cantor, and he gets it to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Now here is Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Collison with a screen on Thompson. Augustine from outside. Second shot opportunity. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now here's Williams. This one for 3. It's holding by Collison. Here's Singler. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Kyle Singler, basically a three-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season. A second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game. But with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And talking about Kyle Singler last season, Greg, good point you made. You would have thought the trade to the Thunder would have given him more minutes. You know, Clark, they were looking for floor stretching options with Kevin Durant out.
Yeah, but so late in the season, he needed to learn all the schemes, get integrated with all the other players. Those are just a few reasons why he was rarely given the chance to make an impact.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans had really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit of mist without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
And the second free throw, good.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Now here's Collison. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Cantor sets the pick for Singler. He feeds it to Waiters. A shot. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Collison.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19 and 20 in the first 39 games, and then 34 and 9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And here's Cantor. After J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Not enough on that one as it misses. Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Collison with the screen for Augustine. Outside Collison. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Cavaliers leading. Jefferson, a screen on Waiters. And Williams, here we go. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. The shot misses. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Waiters. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jefferson gets the bucket.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And here is Waiters after Richard Jefferson just hit the three. 6 to shoot. Waiters no luck.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Nobody near Williams. Thunder with the rebound. And Waiters kicks to Augustine. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Smith. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 12 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a guy to have on your team.
Verajau's shot is good.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And Augustine kicks to Cantor. Stolen by Verajau. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Augustine with it. Now Smith defending. That's good. 6 points now in the game for Kyle Singler. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Williams with the drive. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. And here's Augustine. Launches it. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. Ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. We got more in store for you right after this. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the...
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. LeBron passes to Thompson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Westbrook. Right wing. Here's Robertson. Off target from outside. Irving dishes to James. To the inside. Love. And it's blocked by Ibaka. It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team.
And, you know, withdrawing, Kevin, might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
And Shumpert kicks to James. He shoots again. Out to Shumpert. Back to Thompson. Outside Irving. Outside Shumpert. Clock at 6. Inside. And Thompson throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Thunder trailing by 8. Westbrook with it. Screened by Ibaka. Durant in the corner. Lets it fly. The Thunder with another miss. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. LeBron drives in. Thompson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Roberson. Durant in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Shumpert passes to James. He dishes it to Thompson. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And they'll keep possession.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
And that one misses. Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember, Clark, back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
4 on the shot clock. That's tipped and stolen by James. Drops in the breakaway layup. James has got his second basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Westbrook against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Shot to stop the run. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. So we can't get either to fall. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
James outside. And a wide-open look for Irving. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Durant with it. Guarded now by Irving. James against Durant. There's the dish to Robertson. Cantor inside. Mozgov with the block. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. In the corner, it's James. No good from outside. Thunder trailing by 11. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Ibaka kicks to Cantor. Screen by Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Cantor. And it's Cantor again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Gets it down to single digits. Roberson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
5 on the clock. Here's Shumpert. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Thunder have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook drives in, and he makes good on the layup. Westbrook's got 8 points.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it.
And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Irving. And the Cavaliers lead by 9. Now Westbrook. He's got 8. There's a screen by Cantor. Westbrook passes to Cantor. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
James, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Westbrook. No good off the front iron.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it.
And Durant gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
Kevin, I've got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in three-point field goal percentage, 8th in scoring, and they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Roberson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And another miss by Cleveland.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line. And more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
Now the feed to Singler. They set the pick. Here's Augustine. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Pick by Bergeron. And it's Dellavedova missing.
And guys, talking about Durant, he may not wear it on his sleeve, but he's really upped his energy and emotion on the defensive end. I mean, he's seen that defense wins championships, and that's the only thing on his mind right now.
From the line, no luck. Nice D from Bergeron.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 6 points for Anderson Bergeron.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Raiders against Williams. Singler right side. The 10-footer. Makes a big height bounce and goes in. The Cavaliers leading by 7. On the wing, Williams, headed by Augustine. And there's Richard Jefferson on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 5 assists tonight.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
They set the pick. Here's Augustine. He dishes it to Cantor. Collison kicks to Cantor. Stolen by Bergeron. Here's Williams. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Kicks it to Cantor. Collison with a screen on Smith. Singler with it. Now Smith defending. And he gets the bucket. Collison's got his second bucket of the night.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Bergeron with a screen on Augustine. Jacks up a 3. And it's Richard Jefferson with the 3. Jefferson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Augustine dishes to Collison. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison hits them both.
You know, on the topic of Nick Collison shooting, last season was his only real setback. Only shot 42% after having a career 54% shooting percentage. So he's up slightly in most other categories, especially the ones based on hustle and effort.
And when you talk about Nick Collison, every team needs someone like him. He's focused, unselfish. He's that hard-nosed big with just enough skill to bite you when you forget about it. You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
And so he hits both. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Offensive rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Collison kicks to Singler. Collison with a screen on Smith. Back to Collison. They shoot again. Good. He hits the jump shot. Collison's got 6 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Beyond the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist in the game. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Shaq, your thoughts?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hand. Third quarter started.
A good quarter for Jefferson. He has 9 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron, and it's Irving in at the guard position. Softly drops in the floater. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Durant. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people that are bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Irving against Westbrook. Now here's Love. Comes up empty down low.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
And it's Westbrook again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 10. James powered down with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. Last year, getting it done. 8th in three-point shooting, 9th in scoring. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, I'll tell you what, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets a good look.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Love outside. They set the pick. Pick by Mozgov. James against Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Adams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Durant's running. Feeds to Robertson. It's Durant on the wing. Guarded by Shumpert. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 5 points in the basket from Kevin Durant.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed. And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. 4th, Russell Westbrook.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And the Thunder making a change here. Kanter's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And so here is Oklahoma City. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Durant kicks to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials. Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
First free throw is good. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club
It
to be in.
is.
Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
The offensive rebound. Good. Kanter's got his second bucket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The drive by James. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Roberson. Now the pass to Westbrook. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The shot's good from Love.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
And Roberson kicks to Durant. Ibaka outside. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Roberson. Westbrook a screen on Jefferson. Shot clock at 3. Here's Roberson. No good. Jefferson with some nice D.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Irving kicks to Jefferson. Can't hit from in close.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Outside Westbrook. Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook. The 3. Westbrook missing again. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And here is Jefferson. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Irving. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Westbrook, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Varejão's shot is good.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
Cantor, the pass to Collison. Williams against Waiters. And Cantor now top the key. Fades back. That one off the back iron and out.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. Smith against Singler. Here's Waiters. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Outside Williams. Down low. Stolen by Cantor. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Augustine, no luck. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Here's Thompson, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Williams leading the charge. Cleveland moving it around. Thompson dishes to Smith. Mozgov a screen on Waiters. And it's Dellavedova missing. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Dion Waiters, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Have jumper, will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. It's Mozgov, high post. Adams on him. And it's Smith missing.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
There's a good screen. Inside. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Collison.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Picked by Mozgov. Smith against Singler. 6 to shoot. Smith drives in. Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Smith for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Collison's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Adams' shot is off. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And, Greg, how about DJ Augustine on the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
So back to DJ Augustine. It's the middle of last year, and he and Jennings are practically splitting time at the point. Then Jennings goes down with an Achilles injury, and it looks like Augustine will take over full-time duty. Nope, the Pistons trade Augustine to Oklahoma City for Reggie Jackson.
Shumpert is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Both free throws good from Augustine.
You know, one thing about the Augustine-Jackson trade last year, it didn't help either the Thunder or the Pistons make the playoffs. It's just so hard to integrate a new player into your system that far into the season, especially when that player is a point guard. So a wild ride for Augustine.
Collison with the screen for Augustine. Shot off the screen, and yes, sir, that one drops. Augustine's got 4 this quarter.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Singler against Smith. Unloads from 13. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 12.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They set the pick. And Augustine kicks to Collison. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. He's got 12.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Smith outside. The tray. Smith missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Augustine. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 12. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Thunder trailing by 12. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Adams and it's center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
The drive by James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. The Thunder shooting here about 46% for the game. Irving against Westbrook. Ibaka outside. The wide open look for Durant. The shot misses. Cavaliers go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's James. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
And he makes the first but misses the second.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Pass to Westbrook. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
It's a pick by Love. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Irving with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Shumpert. Another miss by Shumpert. Thunder trailing by 11. Pass to Westbrook. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Durant. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Smith with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 8 points for J.R. Smith.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Irving against Westbrook. Dishes it to Durant. There's a screen by Cantor. It's Durant with the drive. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Westbrook. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's LeBron. A terrific shot on the turnaround. LeBron's got 9 points now in just the second half. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Outside Durant. He kicks to Westbrook. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Cleveland moving it around. And here's Love from the arc. Here's Mozgov.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
That one misses. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And Roberson kicks to Durant. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter. Cleveland leading by 13. Irving passes to Mozgov. There's the screen. He feeds it to LeBron. Five on the clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Picked by Mozgov. James against Durant. Love goes in, and that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the final, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Irving against Westbrook. LeBron dishes to Irving, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
From 8, drained for 2 points. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Irving drives in. Here's Love. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Back to Kanter. Oklahoma City moving it around. They grab their own miss. Ibaka, no good with the layup. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Shumpert, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set, and you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
And the basket good. That's now 8 points for Enes Kanter.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Down low, here's Mozgov. The Thunder pull it in. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Love with the screen for Irving. Love goes in. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 12 points for Love.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
The dish to Westbrook. Shoots from 14. Good D by Irving.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
LeBron sets the screen for Irving. The drive by James. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. LeBron's got 13 points here in the second half alone. James against Durant. Westbrook passes to Kanter. Here's Roberson. Westbrook with it. Up and in on the layup. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Mozgov a screen on Durant. And they double him up with LeBron. Picked by Mozgov. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
One shot.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Shumpert. Love outside. On the wing, James. Clock at 6. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 21 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Durant against LeBron. Durant attacking. Shumpert with the steal. LeBron kicks to Irving. He dishes it to Love. And there's the feed to James. And yes, sir, that one drops. James has got 24.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
All right, Doris. First free throw is good.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. To stop the run, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball move, you're right. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Singler outside. Waiters on the wing, covered by Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the...
LeBron, tell us about this team's approach defensively and how you felt the team played in that aspect.
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around, I'm taking. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal,